we're going to be doing a general reading for you today. Any information that you may be looking for to like book a personal session with me, follow me on my other social medias and all that will be listed in the description. And let's get into it. Let's see what's going on with you. Oh, make sure that you subscribe, hit the like button if you do want to see future readings. And also, if you hit the like button, it lets me know if you resonate with my readings too. So, yes. But let's get into it. So, first card we have is the Queen of Cups, or the Crown of Cups in this deck. So immediately it's going into you tapping into a level of emotional sensitivity or tapping into your emotions in general. Hey, Mahogany. Tapping into this energy of, like I said, emotional sensitivity or tapping into your emotions in general, and also taking in consideration of your personal needs is like a big theme for like the next couple of days. There could be certain things that you're needing on like an emotional level, whether this is, things from your relationship, things that you could be feeling like you need to feel at, yeah, I got the Eight of Cups, I got the Crown of Swords, and also the Four of Pentacles. So this also talks about making decisions based off of what makes sense for you and your emotional needs. With the Eight of Cups, this is the energy of separating yourself from anything that doesn't necessarily resonate with where you're going, or stepping into a new phase within your journey. Okay, the Eight of Cups to me is not just about like leaving things behind. It's about realizing that there's more to your journey, realizing that there's more to the bigger picture, and allowing yourself to venture off. And after the Eight of Cups is the Nine of Cups. So this is actually a really positive card. I think it gets like, I don't know, the wrong connotation or the wrong rap. But yes, so you could be inspired to quit a job during this time frame. You could be, leveling up. Some of you could be, transitioning into a job where you make more money, where you realize that staying in a certain job or at a certain place is keeping you limited, and now you're seeing that the ceiling doesn't exist. It's the ceiling that you create for yourself in terms of opportunity. Same thing in terms of love. If you've been in a relationship where mentally there's certain needs that are not being met, whether that's wanting better communication to be forged between you and your person, or you wanting to maybe have more of an understanding of how they feel and almost feeling like they're disconnected at times, and it makes it feel like you're having to pull teeth with them to get understanding or to be on the same page. I think that a lot of you are kind of beyond that state as well, and no longer wanting to just kind of sit around and wait for some sort of like confirmation from this person to tell you how they feel and how they, care about you. When, I mean, at the end of the day, what is the point? Really and truly, what is the point to be in situations where you have to question constantly in terms of whether or not you and someone are on the same page? So you're really coming to that point of understanding. Now, what is the advice for you? I'm also seeing saving is like a big thing as well. You're going to be cutting back on how money is being spent, or looking closely at your finances in a sense where you're maybe saving for a bigger purchase, saving for like a big move. I'm seeing, because I am looking at the luggage here. I'm also getting travel. Travel could be coming up for some of you, so there could be, some money that you're tucking to the side. Now, in terms of the advice for you, I have the Ace of Pentacles that's kind of here. I got the Five of Pentacles, we got the Devil, and we have the Moon card. So immediately it's going into staying away from this worry-induced way of seeing things or thinking. Yes, there are a lot of aspects about life that we don't really know what's going to happen or the outcome. But the worst that you could do is assume the worst. Why do we have to look at the future as this, okay, is there a bad going to happen? Why do we have to look at it from that perspective? And the advice here is, anytime that those type of thoughts that are surrounded by like negativity or doubt start to creep up, we rebuke that, okay? That is not of God. That is not, and it happens. So if it does come up, it's just about how you respond to it and what thoughts that you actually give the attention to. Again, it also is talking about money management, okay? I got the Ace of Pentacles and I got the Five of Pentacles. A lot of times we can think that we need more of like money, But maybe we just need to manage what we have now so that when more of it does come into our lives, we're able to, you know, hold on to it. Because the craziest thing is when you start making more money and then now you just got all these random bills coming out of nowhere. And it's like, why can't I just hold on to some money? Why can't I get my financial situation in order? Or some of you have been like making money, but maybe you haven't been able to allocate for like where your money is going. It almost feels like you're working, but it's like, okay, where is the financial payoff? Well, if you really did come through like your finances and maybe cut back on certain things that just could be like a useless expense, this could really help you get a grip around your finances. And for a lot of you, like I said, I do see some sort of financial opportunity, something that you could be doing different around like a business that could help you make even more money, new services, new skills that you're adding on, and you getting to a place of being more stable. It really does start with the fundamentals of like banishing or pushing away a lack mindset also. Because sometimes it's more of the, can I make more money? Will I ever make more money? And the thought of, you know, whether or not you will or not can kind of startle you or like cause you to be in this energy of being like froze up, or you freeze up and not taking action on doing something about it. So it's just being mindful of that as well. Okay, also any temptations that could be nagging at you, okay? This could be you being on a new diet and the temptation to eat some junk food is there, okay? Or the temptation to talk to that toxic ex. I think that in you, again, knowing that you're stronger than any temptation, any, you know, desire to go towards anything that could be bad for you. And in you fighting that temptation, you're going to be so happy or so like proud of yourself that this is more rewarding than giving into the temptation. It's kind of like when you say, you know what, I am not gonna I am not gonna be smoking cigarettes no more, or eating cheesecake every single day. But when you give into it and you're deciding like, oh, okay, I'm not going to do it, and then you give in, it's like, yeah, you get the temporary high of giving into it, but then it also feels bad right after. You feel real guilty. I think that the real progress and true happiness comes from you combating whatever this temptation may be. Okay, so let's look at the challenge you have to overcome. So we have the Knight of Cups in reverse. We have the Queen of Cups, Queen of Wands, and we got the Strength card here. So real quick, these could be people in your life. Doesn't even have to be specifically the zodiac signs here. Zodiac signs that I do see, I have water energy, I have a little bit of fire energy. But if not these specific zodiac signs, it's kind of giving me more so the energy around maybe you having people around you who are very inconsiderate. With the Knight of Cups in reverse, or also inconsistent is another word that I'm hearing. There could be someone where you give a lot of grace to them, and this week it could be really, really hard for you to continue to give them that grace, considering the fact that they could be very inconsiderate, inconsistent. Their words never really match up with their actions. They don't really take initiative. It almost feels like you have to take initiative a lot of the times. Anybody who's like this, whether this is a friendship relationship that you have to constantly feel like you have to maintain, romantic relationship, family relationship, this could be a bit of a challenge for you. Another thing that I'm seeing as well is, like I said, with the Strength card or with the Devil card earlier, the ability to have discipline or restraint against your temptations could be the challenging piece, okay? So you can do it, but it's definitely going to be a bit of a challenge. Another thing that I'm seeing, there could be emotions that are coming up to the surface. This is also going into the emotional needs that you may have. So there could be very clear needs that need to be met. And during this time frame, you're having to choose, okay, am I gonna separate myself from certain things, do certain things to make my own needs be met, or am I going to wait around for X, Y, and Z to happen for my needs to become met? Especially if this has anything to do with a romantic connection. Like if your needs are not being met completely, it's more so the challenge of, okay, am I going to do what's best for me, or am I going to take consideration of the person that I love? And also this kind of goes beyond love too. There could be family relationships where you really care about said family, but then there's certain things that they do that's just kind of, ugh. Family, I mean, not family, but friendships. But Ooh, what are you unaware of? Let's look at that. What are my Sagittarius currently unaware of at the moment? What are you currently unaware of? Okay, so I have the Seven of Swords, I have the Three of Cups, I have the Ten of Swords, and I also have the Chariot. So what you're currently unaware of is the progress that you're in the midst of. It feels like you're in that weird gray area, Sagittarius, where you're in like that in-between space of getting to the next phase in your journey. And it seems very unclear in terms of what's happening around like certain areas in your life. So what you're unaware of is just because you're in that weird gray area where you don't really know what's about to happen next doesn't mean that there's something bad going to happen. Like with the Ten of Swords here, you've already went through those cycles. You've already went through those lessons. Now it's a matter of elevating beyond that with this Chariot energy. So what you're unaware of is you've already reached a low point in terms of like your emotional health, like certain things that have been going on around you. Now this is about like going up. Only way you can go now is up. It's kind of the vibe that I'm getting. Another thing I'm seeing too, someone could be living with really deep regret or guilt in terms of what they've done, in terms of hurting you, betraying your trust, disappointing you, especially if this has anything to do with like a friendship, a friend group, people that you're really cool with, certain people who you could be intentionally staying away from because they have hurt you in some way. They could be living with that guilt, especially if they've never taken the time out to actually apologize or to face you after doing certain things. So even though they may not be saying anything right now, or they could even be acting very avoidant, just know that the avoidance could be a sign actually of them living with guilt. It's kind of like when somebody steals from you. You got some people that help you look for your stuff after they even stole your stuff, but then you have other people that will like literally avoid you like at all costs because they don't want to look you in your face and lie to you and tell you that they didn't stole your stuff. It's kind of like that. They don't really want to look you in your face and actually admit to the fact that they did do certain things, and that could be why they're actually acting really avoidant. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so let's pull some cards from here. See what else is going on. What's the general energy around my Sagittarius at the moment? So yes, we have mountain, which represents obstacles. We have rainbow, which represents hope. We have clouds, which represents distractions. We have lightning, which represents destruction. And we have coins, which represents good luck. Yeah, it's like your luck is changing for the better. I will say this. It's important to recognize that the only obstacles that are in your way are said distractions, okay? Distractions are, and these distractions are in different forms for each and every one of you. So whatever these distractions may be that may be keeping you from knowing your true power, your true worth, making you lose sight of your bigger goals. This could even be distracting thoughts, okay? Especially with the disruption card, I feel like there's certain energies or certain things that are like the catalyst for you to be distracted or for certain things to pop off. When truly, like, you have good fortune or good luck on your side, it's just you need to be mindful of whatever these distractions may be. Yeah, that could be pulling at you energetically, or like throwing off your ability to stay tempered. But this is what I see, Sagittarius. This is an overview of the general energy at the moment. If you did enjoy this reading, definitely thumbs up the video, subscribe. I wish you the best of luck, and I will talk to you later.